Hey everybody, it is Collector Joey here today. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day today, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Today I will be giving my review of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now this movie was awesome, so I want to leave what I have to say to the actual video itself. This is just like the intro, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is kind of my first review, so if I'm not too good at them, don't come at me because this is literally my first review. But anyways guys, tell me what y'all thought about the movie in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the video. So first off, I did want to say this is going to be spoiler free. You will not have any spoilers in here at all. But first off, I did want to say that this movie was a very good send off to the trilogy. This is probably one of the strongest trilogies that I have seen coming from Marvel. I feel like they did a very good job at executing that. Now this movie did pull a lot of heartstrings for me and like literally took out every emotion in the book, probably because I'm more of an animal dude, and this was a lot about animals. Like it was a lot about that. And you know, that's where you get people at, you know, showing animals like that. And I feel like I felt a lot of emotion for them. It was a really good time in the theater, actually. I haven't felt that way about a Marvel movie since probably No Way Home, maybe, in the beginning of Black Panther. Honestly, this just shows me that Marvel can still produce these things and show us an awesome MCU that we all know and love. And what I really did like and I appreciated was the CGI on these animals. That it was outstanding. It was really, really good. I didn't see any problems with the CGI at all. The little hairs and strands and face effects, you know, all that, the expressions on their face just hit home for me. I think they did really, really good. And honestly, everything made sense in the movie, to me at least. There's probably some other gripes on there, and you know, it's nitpicking here and there. Of course, everybody can nitpick, but honestly, the story made sense. I feel like the plot was really, really good. The plot had some layers to it. You know, I thought like the whole plot was one thing, but then it's another, then it's another. So it's really, really good laid out and everything for you. So it's a good experience in the movie theater. Now, I do want to say some things about the characters, of course, that we get all in here. There's so many, but you still kind of love them each individually in their own way. So first off, Drax. I love Drax. He always brings the comedy to the Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, and they kind of feed off of his like goofiness and it just makes it all funny. I'm glad he never really changed in the movie, and he's just Drax doing Drax things. And then Mantis, she actually played a bigger role than I thought she would in this movie. She did a lot more things in here that I really didn't expect, and I feel like she was more out there, and I'm glad that she stepped up to the plate for this movie. And then Nebula is like a whole different character now than she was in the other movies. She is more caring. She is kind of like Gamora now, like they do say in the trailer. Like, you know, Gamora tells StarLord, hey, the girl that you love kind of sounds like her, and it was Nebula. And I feel like that is very, very true, because Nebula cares more about life in this movie than anything else, really, because usually she just kills anybody and doesn't care. But on this one, it's kind of switched, so you'll see what I'm talking about when you go see the movie. Now, Gamora, I feel like she was kind of a side character, but she wasn't at the same time. She was kind of like someone that was stuck in that 2014 body of hers, so of course she's gonna, you know, be more. She was more like Nebula. Like Nebula, like I said, she switched spots with Nebula, and it shows a lot. She's a lot more like she's heartless, I guess you could say, and she just wants to get the job done and get paid. Now Groot, I feel like really went back to his roots. We got back to, no pun intended, actually. Now I feel like he got back to how he used to be, you know, being badass with the roots going out of his hands and all that. All his powers are kind of back now, and he's swole, so it's way different than when he was like the tall Groot. He could do different things now that he has more like tree or wood on him that he can use to his disposal. But he was really good in this movie. StarLord was a very good character in this movie. At first I thought he was going to be a little different, but no, he is back same as ever. Quill is just doing his thing, you know, and he just really did develop into a very good character all the way to the end of the movie. I feel like he matured a lot more as well, and he's just StarLord, just doing StarLord things. Now, Rocket in this movie. Now, Rocket, guys. As you could see on some of the trailers that they did show him whenever he was young, that they do show that in this movie whenever he is young. So you're gonna have to see that, and it's very good to me. I am a sucker for all of that, like the behind the scene, or not behind the scenes, but their character arc. I'm really a sucker for that, and I think they did it perfectly. Honestly, this made me really appreciate Rocket a lot more, and I think that on this movie he was appreciated probably more than anybody. The other characters that did catch my eye in this movie was the High Evolutionary. He is the main villain in here. He did a really good job. His acting was on point, and he really made me like not like his character, but not like in a bad way, but where I really want them to get him back for what he's done, you know, what the villain does. You want the hero to succeed, because this he really made me not like him as a character, and I just the whole time like, gosh, when are y'all gonna get him? So yeah, I think he did a good job on that. Another character that really stood out to me was Cosmo. Cosmo was kind of a side character. It was the dog, and I'm probably a little bit more biased because I do like dogs, but I absolutely loved it. And the funny parts were funny, that she could talk and everything like that. I think it's a girl. I'm pretty sure it's a girl because it was a female voice, but that dog was a nice touch to this movie. Now, another character was Adam Warlock. I feel like he didn't really need to be in this movie, but his character was cool. I liked it. I never really looked up Adam Warlock as a character before, and he was really powerful, but there wasn't much of him in here to like see his full potential. But he was in here enough to, you know, give him kind of a shout out in this movie. So he did play a good part, though. I liked it. Now, the last character was Kraglin. Kraglin was a really good character because he's trying to follow into the steps of Yondu, and usually he's a little bit more on the funny side, but on this movie he became more serious, and he really wanted to be somebody. So I like that a lot. And honestly, this movie I couldn't be more happy about. Honestly, I might be more biased than I should be because I do love animals, and this showed a lot of animal stuff, and it really got me good. Pulled my heartstrings to the max. Most MCU movies nowadays, I just watch it and I forget about it the next day or things like that. But this one actually made me like want to come out with my first review, and so I enjoyed that movie so much. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Now, my rating for this movie is going to be a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I couldn't find anything really big time wrong with this movie. If I started to say what I heard from like my friends or anything, that's just nitpicking at that point. And I feel like this movie doesn't deserve that. This was a great send off to the trilogy, and I feel like I should give it a 9 out of 10. And if somebody said a 9.5 out of 10, I would not argue with you one bit. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below, did you watch this movie? Are you going to watch this movie? And if you did, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.